this is part 2 to Anya's treatment that she had with us. If you watch the first episode or listen to the first episode, I talked with Anya, who is an actress and a model and a patient of Young Medical Spa, who was undergoing the EndyMed Intensif treatment for some skin tightening and also some skin rejuvenation. And with me today, talking about the EndyMed Intensif, is our nurse practitioner, Judy. And Judy is the practitioner that performed the procedure on Anya. So we want to talk a little bit more about the EndyMed Intensif. And Judy, again, welcome back to It's a Young Thing podcast.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. And I really want to talk about how exciting this new treatment is, especially for people of my age, over 50, where we're really noticing the thin crepiness of our skin, maybe some enlarged pores. And I've had the microneedling done in the past with PRP, and I have to say I absolutely love that. And we do have a podcast episode on that, everyone, if you want to know about the microneedling. So I suggest you go back and listen to that episode. But tell me how the EndyMed Intensif microneedling is different than just standard microneedling.
So with the EndyMed, you have microneedles like the micropen. The difference is that in addition to the microneedles, you're delivering focused radiofrequency to cause that collagen tighten and skin remodeling.
So it's completely different than just the microneedling with the PRP. I mean, you're expecting the PRP to rejuvenate new tissue over time, but with the EndyMed, you've got the radiofrequency that's kind of jump starting that.
That's right.
Now, how deep do the needles go into the skin?
On the machine, you can set the handpiece to different depths depending on the patient's needs, how thin their skin is or how thick their skin is or what you're actually working on.
Now, for those of you who looked at Anya's procedure, and I'm going to show some video of this, so you want to make sure that you're actually looking at the video that we have posted of this on our Facebook page. It's a Young Thing podcast, and also on YouTube. But what we have to do first is we do have to take photographs.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's mainly because people don't see the changes, right?
They forget. They usually, don't look at their skin that closely. And when we have a pre and post picture, you can really appreciate the changes.
And now, how long over time do you think someone could see? How long does it take till someone maybe will see some changes to their fine lines and their crepiness of their skin after one treatment?
So usually we do the treatments every 4 weeks, about every 4 weeks. So usually after the second treatment, that's when people really start to see the changes in their skin.
So the first thing we'll do is we photograph so we can try to get the best angle of the skin wrinkles, and then we pre-medicate them with a topical anesthetic, because this is not a comfortable procedure by any means.
It's not if you don't use the pre-med. With the pre-med, people have been very comfortable. I have not had people telling me to stop the procedure, so the pre-med makes it very tolerable.
And so then we do what? The face and the neck, the décolleté. Are there any other body areas you can do?
The jawline, you could do the forehead. A lot of my patients are very concerned about the crepiness on the neck and the jowl area, because the neck in particular is a difficult area to work on.
So, there really aren't that many tried and true treatments out there for skin tightening, but this really does seem to be the combination, the microneedling combined with the radiofrequency.
Absolutely. It has wonderful results.
So with any non-invasive treatment like this, where you're not really plumping up the skin with a filler or something like that, and you're depending on your own body to start rejuvenating skin, this is something that's going to take some time till you see the results. And then about how long do you think people can go before they may need a maintenance treatment?
So usually when they're scheduling, we recommend 3 treatments to start. After the 3rd treatment, we can reevaluate, take pictures, see the improvement, and if someone wants to have a few more, we can do a few more. But the results will last going forward up to 8 months. The other issue is we continue to age, so usually patients will need some type of maintenance in the coming year.
Yeah, they're going to say, hey, it's not working. But it's like, no, hey, you just got another year or 2 older. And,
right, absolutely.
Like I used to go, every 5 weeks getting my hair color. And now that I'm just, approaching 56, I can't make the 5 weeks anymore. So it's like every 4 weeks. So, as you have demands like that with your hair color, ladies and men, same thing as with your skin. Your skin is aging rapidly as we get older, and you're losing more and more collagen. collagen more or less. And so sometimes you can't go as long between treatments without getting a touch-up procedure.
That's right.
Well, Judy, I'm glad you were able to join us again this week on our podcast and explain the EndyMed Intensiv procedure and the treatment that you did for our patient, Anya. And so anyone, if you're really interested in EndyMed Intensif, I highly suggest that you check out our website, youngmedicalspa.com, and there'll be a lot of information on that page about the procedure. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you next time.